We need Kip, don't we?
He said he can hear me. He can hear us.
Well, if you're recording, you need him on too.
Come on, Kip, come join Sarah.
Yeah. Join Sarah.
You make such a cute couple.
I don't know what he's doing.
In the bedroom.
And you guys look marvelous, Kip and Sarah. You're Florida tan, and
I don't know. I think Betty and Billy look pretty
They
good.
want to wait. He said not to wait, but I'm telling you, they want to wait.
Yeah, we want to wait for
There is
him.
no Florida tan. It was in the low 40s
I
here.
know.
We haven't been out in the sun.
It's
for a
we're
month.
wind blown. We're wind blown. That's what
What's
it
the
is.
temperature now in where you are?
Well, it was higher today.
Today was better.
It was in the high 70s today
Yeah.
by the end of the day.
And what is it where you are, Tim and Pamela?
46 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
And what are you?
3?
Really?
It's really
Three?
bad. It's going to be a terrible week.
Oh
Yeah.
my, Chicago.
Well, you
down.
should have stayed here.
Yeah.
It's
They
really
needed to
bad.
get their
It's going to be
shot.
it's going to be 3 tomorrow.
Woohoo! Feels like -2 in Chicago.
-2. Oh my God.
Yep.
I'll tell you,
With wind chill.
Oh my God.
if that was us, I'd be -2 from Chicago.
It's not sounding fun.
Definitely.
My goodness.
But that is amazing. We all got shots within this last week.
Oh,
It's
I
pretty
know. We just couldn't believe it. All the way up there, that's all we kept saying, and all the way back.
I can't
We
believe that
expected something
they
to
got
happen.
it in Jacksonville. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, we're familiar with Jacksonville. I have a client there, so we knew where to stay and we knew where to eat,
Yeah.
and we knew how to get there.
And Ricky stayed at his vet, has a boarding place, and he was the only doggy there.
Oh,
So they had to go, everybody kept playing with him. And they called him, when I went to pick him up, they called him Bubba.
Bubba.
So now he answers to Bubba.
we're very familiar with Jacksonville because my niece lives there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Today's my mom's.
Where did you stay?
We stayed at Jacksonville Beach at a, what is it called?
4 Point
Sheridan.
Sheridan.
Sheridan,
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's very clean. We stayed there before and they're real careful.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and they have good food that you just go down and pick up. You know, you can order it and go down and pick up.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to go out.
Jacksonville's on the Atlantic side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. North. Way north.
It's way north. It's one of the last ones in Florida before you get to Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
So today is Kitty's birthday, by the way,
Ah,
happy
but
okay.
she's dead, so we don't. She wouldn't let
We
us
don't have
celebrate
to
it anyway.
We don't have to
Yeah,
sing
but-
to her.
But thanks for bringing that up because I have such fond memories of Kitty. She the
It was pretty amazing.
sweetest lady.
Oh, he's back.
Hi, Kip.
Hi.
Can you hear us now?
I always could hear you.
Okay.
Mine was fine, but I'm not frozen.
Nope.
Rock
No,
and
you're
Not at
not
the
frozen.
moment.
You're not green and you're not frozen. Maybe it's just because it's so cold.
I should have stopped the recording.
Are you
just,
recording this?
well, I did the whole time until now. I stopped it now.
That's all right.
Good. Throw it away.
Actually, okay, so let's go, because I thought I stopped it, but I didn't.
All right, all right, all right. Okay. We have two versions of our idea.
When
Okay,
she says we, this is her.
No, well, you too. Since most of the people live in this area that we might want to be getting together, and I thought the little ones can meet each other, like Teddy and Jeannie, meet Katie, Oz, Lucy, and Liam, and maybe even Elsa. I thought we should go to Chesapeake Beach, which is where Megan lives, and nearby Jenny and Karen, because they have a lot of stuff to do. They have a boardwalk and a pier. We could launch John's boat. They have a big Chesapeake Beach rail trail. You can walk, jog, or bike. They have a railway museum. They have a dinner cruise aboard Karen Lynn's charter boat to nearby Harrison's Chesapeake House on an island. And they have a great Trader's seafood place to eat. And we can stay at the Chesapeake Bay Beach Club, which has a spa and a big place for a bonfire and a huge pool, or else the Rod and Reel Resort. And one day can be fishing tour for a charter fishing trip. And that includes all the licenses and tackles, a box lunch, and then they fix the fish at the end of the trip and you bring it to Rod and Reel and they cook it for you. You can bring your own beer and wine. And the other idea was to do the same thing, except in the winter for Christmas. So my idea would be June 2022 for the summertime one. And the winter one would be this next Christmas Eve, 2021. Because you can do a lot of the same things. Stroll the boardwalk, the pier, and the shoreline. We could do a Christmas stroll, cookie making, ornament making, ugliest sweater contest, a bonfire at Jenny's maybe, and Christmas Eve acts and have a good old fashioned Christmas Eve. So that's our ideas.
And
It
that,
wouldn't
Pretty
have to be-
simple, pretty
It wouldn't
simple.
have to be Christmas Eve if you have responsibilities elsewhere. It
Yeah.
could be 3
Billy,
days
talk to the
before or
computer.
3 days after.
Yeah.
Billy, talk closer to the computer. We can't hear you.
I said it wouldn't have to be Christmas Eve because Jenny and Karen may have other things that may be too much to do it all together. But if you did it 3 days before or 3 days after or whatever's convenient, and then Timmy would be able to see the granddaughter on the holiday, which he might otherwise not, as well as everybody else. And what we would do is just go and stop there on the way to Florida.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's convenient for you. Do you think Melissa could come up from Georgia? Is it a
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
far drive for Melissa?
And she could do, well, she could do it in the summer. We could do a summer one. She could drive up.
You could do Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, there you go.
So this is both of your plans, Betty and Billy's?
Yeah, mine
Well-
is the summer and his is the winter.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So his is this next winter, 2021, December, and mine is June 2022.
What's their weather like in the Christmas time in Maryland? It was pretty mild. I
Yeah.
thought.
Milder than New England.
Yeah.
I
This is
love
Betty's
that plan.
interpretation of what
I
she
almost
thinks is
picked
like it.
Maryland. I almost picked that to do.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I thought more of the grandkids would be able to
Yeah,
come.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right. So that's great. So who wants to
If
go
it was
next?
gonna be at Christmas, Myrna and Ed may not want to come down if it was actually Christmas, but if it was before or after, it might be reasonable for Ralphie to come.
Yeah, it might, the other thing is in the summer, it might be less, less of so much of the excitement of Christmas. The kids are already out there anyway, so maybe it might be better in the summer for that reason.
Not for me.
Where did you say where we would stay?
Yes, we have two places. One of them is Chesapeake Bay Beach Club and Spa. So they have a spa there. And it looks really nice, and they have a big bonfire area and a place for a pool party. But there's also the Rod and Reel Resort, which is right on the beach too.
Well, you haven't talked to Karen. If that's where you want to go, you should at least talk to her.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
she's gonna watch the video and she can vote too.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
us. That's what we're doing.
So who wants to go next?
Just one caution. Jenny was saying how nice it was to be able to walk in their woods because of the winter time. And I asked, really, what's wrong with the summer? And she goes, oh, copperheads.
Oh. Well, we'll have a big bonfire at Jenny's.
Sounds like the Christmas plan to me.
I like the Christmas plan.
Well, we could try that.
It's sooner.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Sarah, why don't you go next?
I go next?
Yes.
If you want.
Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen
Okay.
and,
We see it.
okay, so this is the Hubley Sibling Post-COVID Family Reunion. The dates are the weekend of September 11th or September 18th, not Labor Day. And if you choose this option, you would be arriving into Chicago for day one. You would stay in an Airbnb or a hotel near our place. But we also have a queen size bed in our second bedroom and another queen size bed in our living room. And we may be able to find an empty apartment on our floor for one night for the third party. On that first day, we will walk over to Millennium Park to see the bean.
Love that bean.
I love the bean.
There's the park.
Millennium Park.
Okay.
There's the bean.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, I thought you meant the dog.
And then we could also sit on the lawn of the Pritzker Pavilion, which you just saw. And we would picnic on the boat or at Belmont Harbor overlooking the city.
Okay.
This is what you can see from the harbor. And there are picnic areas around the harbor if we don't all fit on the boat.
I'm not
Wait a minute, go back to that one.
sharing that for some reason.
You're not seeing that?
Right.
What I'm seeing? Okay, I don't understand. So this is more of the Belmont Harbor view. There's a dog park in Belmont Harbor. There's a
Oh, yeah.
bathroom. Anyway, then you would get there with an Uber or Lyft or a cab, or enlist Jessica and Hale for a driving job.
Yes.
Then, or we can have dinner at our place, weather dependent. On day two, we would rent a van for 7 people. I know this will sound like a nightmare for some of you, but I just went with my imagination. We could rent a van for 7 people, have breakfast at our place, and drive to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It's a 75-minute drive. Have lunch at downtown Lake Geneva and go for a hike around the lake. We wouldn't do the whole lake, but we would see the mansions around the path. The whole lake is 26 miles, so we would definitely not do that, but we could go on a hike in Lake Geneva. And then we would have dinner at the Abbey Resort and stay the night at the Abbey Resort. And on day 3, we would have breakfast at the Abbey, drive from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin to Starved Rock Park. And we would, I'll just show you quickly here pictures of Starved Rock Park in case you haven't seen. In September, it should be nice. And then we lunch at the lodge. We go hiking after lunch in the state park, and then we stay at the lodge for one night, and we have dinner at the lodge. And on day 4, we have breakfast at the lodge. We go hiking after breakfast to a different path. We return to Chicago, have dinner at Kip's and Sarah's if you're not departed yet. And of course, if you decide to come to Chicago, we have many alternative activities, including Indiana Dunes State Park instead of Lake Geneva or instead of Starved Rock. Or if you want to stay the extra day in Chicago, or if you don't want to do the Lake Geneva or Starved Rock, we could visit the Potawatomi Park in St. Charles, or visit Whiting, Indiana. Or we could see the building, and we can see the building where Grandpa and Grandma Hubley lived in Chicago, where they got married.
Wow. I've not seen that.
That's it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yay. I think we're going to end up not with either or, but an and. We'll do that one, and then we'll do the Christmas, and then.
Could be.
Yep.
Oh, that would be awesome. So who wants to go next?
Pamela, you want to go?
I can go.
Can you make me host, Sarah?
Yes. Kip, are you having any trouble?
I'm not seeing the sharing screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a reason? Maybe you have to accept something?
I don't
I have an
know.
idea. Why don't you go into the next room?
Yeah, I can see it there, but all my visit family reunion stuff is on these computers. That's why I'm staying here.
Why don't you go over
Right.
there to see Pamela's?
If I can't, I will.
This is just kind of an idea of what would happen on a 5-day trip in the first hour.
All right, here we go.
So do you see the summer camp?
Do you, Kip? Okay, why don't you come here then? Or you can watch the recording.
I hope it works the other way.
I know. You want
If
to
you give me
get your seat.
All right, I'm gonna start. Okay,
You have to speak up.
Speak up a little bit.
I'm gonna say a word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Japanese.
Oh,
You, an awareness of the universe that opens emotional responses that are too deep and mysterious for words. Okay, we're going to summer camp at the YMCA of the Rockies in Estes Park, Colorado. Yeehaw. You guys are excited, I can tell.
Very excited. It sounds wonderful.
Archery, mountain biking, fishing, hike, swim, campfires, challenge course, astronomy, and stargazing with nature. Okay, I kind of chose this because some of us live on the East Coast, some of us are in the Midwest, and some of us are way the hell out on the Pacific. Okay, so I aimed for the middle of the country. And the destination is very family friendly, even for the littlest Hubleys. The YMCA of the Rockies is open year round, but I recommend going in late spring or early September, or late spring, early summer, or September-ish, because that way you don't have to deal with the snow and packing all of your snow gear and cold weather clothes. But it can be decided, of course. Appropriate clothing for the activity and condition. You can read this. Not. This is how it's going. Okay. They have cabins, hotel-style rooms in the lodges on site at the Estes Park Center, and you won't be in the old-style kiddie dorms piled up on top of one another. Everything is modern with plumbing and various sleeping arrangements. And some have kitchen units for up to 12 people or so. So you can choose what you want. And then there are restaurants, of course. So many activities, hikes, fishing, horseback riding, mini golf, zip line. Okay, want something a little more challenging. I wrote this because it was fun. Okay, we're going to meet at the challenge course for a few hours of group problem solving. This is not the ropes course, which is a separate activity and involves being 35 feet up in the air. So we're not doing the ropes course. Indoor sports courts and outdoor sports courts. You can take naps in the open air under the aspens near the streams and on the lawn. You feel the cool wind brush your cheeks. You can read all this. You can all have this if you want it. Mountain bike rentals, views of the Rockies. It's over 8,000 feet. There's going to be animals and wildlife, flora. The weather varies greatly because it is the Rockies. It makes their own weather. Denver is the nearest major airport. Car rental is available. It's possible for all of us to arrive at the same time to rent one passenger van to avoid renting several vehicles. Boulder is along the way and it has shops and
I wasn't the only one thinking about the van.
No way. Oh, and please note, if you've never been there, Denver is the mile-high city with an elevation of 5,279 feet. Okay, I recommend spending a few days in Denver or Boulder ahead of your time at the YMCA of the Rockies to acclimate. Hydration is really important before arriving and during your time. So here's a picture. There's an elk. And here's one of the cabins setups. Fees, things like that are all listed in here. I'll just skip down to lodging plan for $250 a night for a 3 or more person cabin. Pricing going up for more luxurious units. And it has a kitchen with everything. It has towels, bedding. And then a really fancy one sleeps up to 7 guests.
Ah,
Can go, you know, it's various pricing. Just depends on the season. For dining, I was guessing the pricing for meals at $15 to $30, and then this dining room at the Aspen, I think it's like $10 for breakfast, 13 for lunch, 15 for dinner. Then there's a different restaurant called the Pine Room, which is more full service restaurant, but it's only open Memorial Day through Labor Day. And then family cookout. So we have to get there on a Tuesday, you guys, because select Tuesdays throughout the summer, you can come at 6 to have dinner grilled up by the staff. And at 7, there's family-friendly campfire program with songs and skits and games. You can read that. That looked fun. Okay, it's time to think about coming back down. I didn't do a day-by-day activity thing because there's so many things and everybody has different interests. Other than putting the challenge course in there, I think the challenge course is a really fun event. But after spending time, we come back down from the YMCA camp, and then there's a note in here that when Tim and I eloped to Riversong B&B in Estes Park, this could be an individual destination after summer camp if you need pampering, delicious food, rest, and renewal with a hot bath and a glass of wine while the elk graze outside of your room. It's a very special place. So this is where Tim and I eloped. Well, we stayed here. We actually eloped up in the Rockies on a frozen lake.
but that was our bathtub. That's actually our unit.
No, is it?
Yeah.
No, we had a shower that came down the rocks.
There's the shower over there.
Well, we'll find out. Better go back to. But here's the link for that. And I just hope that you will consider summer camp at the YMCA. So many things to do, plenty of space to take time alone or try something new. I would love to meet all of you halfway across the country in the incredible Rocky Mountains.
What's the weather like that temperature?
Well, it depends.
up.
That's up in the beginning about the weather because it can change considerably. And you have to be careful because there are thunderstorms, rain, lightning. Other days it's perfect. 75 degrees and breezy and just clear sky and sunny. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds great.
Here's
That
one of
sounds
the
great.
here's one of the lodges with page 3 that has one of the lodges, but you can see the mountains right there.
Oh, it sounds beautiful. Looks great.
I just
Do
get
we
excited.
get a hat?
You get a hat.
So this is one of our wedding hats.
We bought this in Estes Park.
Oh,
Oh,
And
Yeah.
How
you
far
got
away is it from the airport?
I think it's a 75-mile drive, but you are gaining a lot of elevation. You're going from 5,000 feet to would they say maybe 8,000 feet in elevation? So and through the mountains, so it's not just a freeway straight flat drive.
What do you fly into?
Denver.
Ah,
Hey,
Can you
Karen,
guys see me?
Yeah, hi Karen. I see you with Spaceman Sloth.
Yes. Yes, that's me.
Okay,
Oh, Karen, hi.
Hey,
Guys,
baby.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay. How was the party, non-party?
It was wonderful. Yeah, just a family dinner, Betty, not a party.
Wow.
Karen,
Oh, I
Thanks, Bill.
forgot.
Karen, Sarah's recording all this so you can see the previous presentations.
Oh, good.
Pamela
Oh,
just
thank
finished her
you.
Rocky Mountains.
This is
YMCA
beautiful.
summer camp of the Rockies. Look at, and these guys, these characters on the front page, they're doing the YMCA.
All right. So when we're done, like I said in the email, we will, try to, if whoever wants to can say why we should pick your option. But let's wait till everybody's done and to do that. So Tim, you want to go next?
Okay. Karen, are you able to see the presentations when we
Yep.
share? Okay.
Yep, I can see.
Awesome.
All right. I'm going to share. Where'd mine go?
Right there.
All right. Okay. And so here's my thoughts. Here is Sarah's question. Just a reminder of who all the family is. There's a large group of us. But you're talking primarily the 7. Okay, my proposal is we do an inside passage cruise up to
Ooh.
Alaska.
Oh, I was thinking of that too, Timmy.
Oh my God, that sounds
Ooh.
amazing too. I don't know what I'm gonna pick.
Well, I think we're going to just have to do them every 6 months. And,
Yeah.
and I'm showing the one that goes from, so one thing, Canada just said they're closing their waters to cruise ships all the way till 2022. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so they just decided to lock those stinky US people out.
Well, we may not be going anywhere in 21 anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't be going till 22.
And then the Alaskan cruise calendar starts in May and goes through September. So many of the options that I saw all were about the June timeframe. And Pamela says that's a pretty good time for Alaska. It's also, like some of the longest days of the year. So it's going to be a lot of sunlight.
Yeah, that's right.
This is an example of one that starts in Vancouver, but they also start in Seattle, and they cruise up through the Inland Passage, which apparently is quite beautiful. And I have a few slides on that.
Oh, this sounds amazing.
I'm trying to figure out control.
Well, you haven't seen the others. All the others sound amazing too.
Oh, darn.
Everything is amazing.
There we go. Okay, so there are many different cruise lines available. It was hard for me to decipher which actual was the best package deal because there's so many, and the ships have gotten pretty moderate size. Pamela, you said these are kind of small ones compared to what go in the Bahamas and stuff, because they have to get around the different fjords. But lots of options, and then lots of packages. There's now the minimum day. I didn't find any 4-day ones. The minimum day is about a 7-day, but the typical packages are 7, 10, and 14. So this is a thing where we'd fly into, say, Vancouver, and then you can do round trips that go up and back to Vancouver or Seattle up to Scalawag,
Oh, yeah.
Skagway. And so there's lots of different options. And then the pricing, these are cruise lines. It's around, what I saw was $1,400 to $2,200 per person. But one thing we could do a girl's cabin and a guy's cabin, and because they have large suites. So that's one option, is all the girls could rent a large suite that sleeps 4, and then you can have a lot more freedom that way. And the guys can go off fishing. Now the inside passage is beautiful. Apparently, this is where you see a lot of wildlife. These are the orcas going along, and then different different glacier flows as you cruise up. The first stop is
Ketchikan.
Ketchikan, and that's a fishing village and mining village, and apparently it has a lot of totems in it. So I can burgeon it. I can go around looking for my burgeon it. And then Billy, we got the salmon fishing, so we can do the fishing out of here. There's then Juneau, and Juneau's a big, it's the capital, right?
Yeah.
And it's also a native cultural center, so lots of culture we can pick up, as well as wildlife, whale watching. And then on to
Skagway.
Skagway, and here they have the Yukon Railroad.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a road that goes up through the mountains, and it's a railroad town with lots of interesting. That's a snowplow actually in front of this one. So
On the train.
on the train, yeah, it's bizarre. Then on the way out, there's the Icy Strait Point, and this is the world's largest zip line. And that's kind of, we see that in most resorts now. They're adding zip lines. So this is a dedicated area just for zip lining. And that's one stop on the cruise. And then lots of glaciers. And so that's why they have the smaller cruise ships, so that they can get into these glacier bays and get up close and cruise through the. What time of year do you think that is, Pamela? Is that
I have no idea.
is that June or
I have
getting
no
cold?
idea.
Okay. And then
Seward.
Seward was the final destination on this particular route, which is then the lots of fishing and kayak tours and more glaciers. And that's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So it's on my bucket list of things to do. So just like Billy says, he often uses these assignments to do additional research that he was going to do anyway. That's what I was doing. Sarah, do you want to be the host, or Kip, do you want to be the host now?
Yeah, you can send it to me.
Okay.
Ah, Timmy.
Betty, did you guys go already?
Yep.
Oh, it's worth mentioning at the end. I think, Karen, for you especially.
Uh-oh.
So Betty and Billy and Tim and Pamela and I went, and Kip is going now, and then you'll go next, Karen, okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
And what we decided as Kip is getting ready is to wait until we all watch all the presentations. So next week we will vote. And one thought I had is that we should rank them, because there's so many good ones that.
Yeah,
now
no, don't, that gets too confusing.
Too confusing?
Just pick the most popular.
Just pick, no, I know. I'll pick the most popular, but I want people to rank to see if there's a second one we all want to go to.
That
I
would
think
mean somebody
I
just
think
came
we
in
all
last.
need to think
Yeah,
about them
don't
and
do
look them
that.
over
Don't
again,
do
and
No,
Don't do that.
okay.
maybe discuss it again in a week.
Well, especially if we're going to do them all. And so,
Hey, why not?
So Kip, how's it going?
I don't have the control.
Yes.
So my system says you are host now.
Yeah.
And so your share should work.
So hover the mouse to the lower part of the screen and look at share screen. There you go.
Well, do you all see something?
Yep,
Yep.
Because I
you all
don't.
see our screen.
That's your desktop.
Yeah, we're looking at your desktop.
So do you see, to be fair?
Nope.
Yes,
Oh,
right in
Yes,
the middle,
click on it.
right in the middle, to be fair.
All right,
Okay.
it's real little.
Open that up.
But you're right, we don't see the JPEG yet.
Do you see that?
Nope.
No.
Can you click on the
Timmy's got a
date that
48-inch
to be
monitor.
fair? Can you click on to be fair?
I think he did, Sarah, and he's viewing it on one display.
Oh, he has another screen. Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm not seeing, oh, Zoom. Maybe I can zoom it. Yes. Yes. Is that better?
No.
No, I just zoomed big on my screen.
You have it open on computer or is it just on your desktop? It has
He
to be
has
open.
like 2 or 3 different screens. Okay, Kip, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna send it to me or what do you want to do?
He's still working.
There, you just had it. You just had it there. Go to the bottom of the screen. Isn't that it?
Yeah, but do you see it?
No,
Double click.
click on
Double
it.
click.
Open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't open large.
You gotta double click on the icon, not on the thing.
yeah, it's actually open on one of his other systems. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if I'm on speaker view, okay, it's not doing anything. Okay, let's let Karen go and let me send them to Sarah and we'll do it from hers.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So Kip, first you have to make me the host. Go to participants on the lower, hover your mouse on the lower part of the screen, go to participants. And click on my name and see the 3 different dots and make me the host.
Looks like
I don't have any of those qualities.
Okay, stop the share first. Stop share.
Yeah, you think I have something that says stop share?
Yes, hover your mouse in the bottom of your screen.
No, it doesn't do it.
Hey, Karen,
Yeah.
Pamela and I ended up with an extra iPad, and it makes it easy to view everybody all at once.
Ooh.
So I was going to send it to Jenny and Adam and
Right.
have them check it out, see if it works by the time it gets there, and then have them bring it over and set it up for you.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
Thank you, honey.
that would be fun. I didn't understand that your view is just one of us at a time,
Yeah.
and I'm so sorry when we did that exercise routine. Oh, okay, everybody's back.
Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Well, it worked out fine anyway, but yeah, that would be great.
Okay,
Where's Kip?
Kip's coming over to Sarah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He's gonna.
Karen, go ahead.
He said he was
Who
gonna
says the
send it
share
to
is
me.
fine?
it to Karen.
Send it to Karen?
Yeah.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, you made Karen host.
You
Yes.
make Karen host,
Uh-oh.
but
I'm out of it. I signed off.
but if you
It
don't,
said,
are you gonna send me the stuff?
oh yeah, I will do that. But
But
I
the-
just want to make sure she can beat the host because I had it right.
Okay.
Can we make her the host?
I don't know if she needs
'Cause
it. I don't know if
I
she needs,
clicked-
If I can do it.
I clicked on it.
but she doesn't, does she need, do you need to share?
Yeah, you're right. Karen is now host.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh God, the responsibility, the fear.
Okay,
So
so
what do I do?
if you don't need it, don't worry about it. Just do your presentation and then we'll figure out how to make you send it to me.
Okay. All right. I can do that. I know how to send it to you
Okay.
because that happened to me once before. So that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes,
Are you
we're ready.
to have a
Come
bunch
on,
of fun? we are going to go to the Doors Peninsula in Wisconsin
Wow.
because, first of all, because it's kind of halfway for everybody except for Kip and Sarah, but that's okay. And second of all, because I have gotten to know a lot about the East Coast and a lot about the West Coast, but as John used to say, you're missing a big part of the country here. So I thought whatever I picked, I'd aim for somewhere in the middle. And that looked like a beautiful area. It's right on Lake Michigan. It's got fishing for Billy. It's got hiking trails. It's got biking, kayaking. It's got museums, sightseeing boats that take you out on the lake. You can either drive from Chicago, so you can fly into Chicago. It's about 3 hours and 15 minutes, supposedly. Or you can fly into Green Bay, or you can fly into Milwaukee. The route itself is all along the water. So if you drive up from the airport, you're going to see a lot of the water going up. There's 8 miles of shoreline there with a bunch of different beaches. Billy, they're famous for bass and walleye. They've got the Eagle Bluff Lighthouse and Museum. There's supposedly wonderful restaurants to eat at. And at first I was going to have us stay at the Peninsula Parkview Resort, but then I found the Westwood Shores Resort waterfront, and it's $85 a night. It's got indoor and outdoor pool. You get a living room, you get a full kitchen with a dishwasher and a microwave. It's got a fitness center, and it's within walking distance to some of the shops and places to eat. Let's see, waterfront eating, that was important to me. We could go to the Door Country Creamery, which is famous for its cheeses and gelato.
Oh.
Or we could go to Fred and Fuzzy's Waterfront Restaurant, which is like a burgers and pub food kind of place. The Carrington Pub and Grill, which is a little bit upper class. That's on the waterfront. The Harbor View Grill is waterfront and has rooftop dining. So you can eat outside, look at the lake and all the beautiful stuff. And it doesn't look like it's terribly expensive. So, and we can accommodate however many because it's a big resort. So if we call far enough ahead, we can get all 100 of us in there, or we could just get us 7.
Wow, that's great.
That sounds fun. Do you
It's
have
beautiful.
That sounds
I looked
great.
it up. It's really pretty.
do you have a link, Karen,
All right.
send us?
What do you need?
Yeah, I'll send you a link. I'm sure I can find it.
Find my,
Let me send you, Sarah.
Or she can send it after. In a group email.
All right, I just sent you a thing that said that you are now the host. So see if you got it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good job, Karen. Oh, you
Okay, great.
I know, this is exciting.
I know.
So we have so many good things. Did you send it to me in an email?
no, I've already seen you.
Okay.
That's for me.
So it's Kip's turn now. So I'm gonna share screen. Hopefully, I'm just trying to get out of. Okay.
I need to get something from
How
here.
was the birthday party, Karen?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Okay, you
great.
can see my screen now, right?
Yeah?
Yep.
Should I open first?
To be fair,
Okay,
can you make it bigger?
I'm gonna try.
see a plus symbol.
Underneath the doc.
She's still.
Oh no.
Does that work?
Oh
Go
no.
to the top, go to the top, please.
What is this?
What are you laughing at?
Green.
We selected very
I don't know. this is what happens.
Make it a little bigger. You don't really even need to see this page. I can talk about
Okay,
it.
just read
All
it.
right, we can see it. I can read it.
It's not gonna work because it's the picture. It's when you make it bigger, it goes down and
Yeah, we can see it, Kip.
just read.
Okay, so my idea was following along on what Pamela was doing, trying to pick where first. And this was easy because there are time-honored algorithms that will get us right to the right place. And there's something called a simple Levenstein string distance formula. And that's this LEV ABC divided by D. And N. And so we're gonna do the function of N, and then we're gonna know where we should go.
Okay, great.
So
Pamela is getting a drink.
we have to select the variables for A, B, C, and D. And, you know, and so I'm saying there's 4 couples and, you know, we'll never know for sure, but John and Spirit can participate through Karen. So A is going to be the average age of each couple. B is the percent of the couple's male pattern baldness.
Wait a minute.
Number of days each couple wore full facial makeup in 2020, if any. And then we divide it by D, which is the number of official residences that the couples have had since being together. And that gives you a great formula. But in order to make it work, you do need to apply a suitable maximum number recursive algorithm. The one I have here, I got because it's the Fibonacci function that I use, and when we're doing investing. So with all of that, and I won't take your time on how I calculated it exactly, but I came up with vectors that are the distances for each of us. And when you use all those variables, here are the vectors you get. Kip, John, Betty, Tim. And so I took those vectors and I rotated them around until they all joined in one point. And see if you can open the next one. Okay, so here's what I got. Yeah, here's what I got. They
Going to
actually
Tennessee?
all met in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville.
It's unbelievable how that worked out.
Go figure.
Okay, so what do we do
So
now?
I'm gonna show you a little bit about Nashville. So give me,
What do you want to show?
I want to go on the internet.
That's a long way to go.
Okay. And what do you want me to type? Nashville?
Nashville sites.
That's good.
Nashville sites?
No, the wrong kind of site. SIGH.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Didn't they get hit by a tornado recently?
I know.
I think they did downtown. Oh, they had a bombing.
They had a bombing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But that's over with now, so it's a good time to go.
All right. Grand Old Opry. Oh, God, I can't wait.
Kid-friendly, art and culture. Oh, this is awesome.
Right. So obviously the first place you have to go is Grand Ole Opry and the Ryman Auditorium.
Yeah.
Here's how they look today.
Wow.
So the Ryman Auditorium isn't where it comes from anymore, but they have a whole new one and a tour. And there's a lot of other things to do. And this isn't, let me go back to a better sightseeing place.
it's interesting you pick Nashville because it's one of my favorite places to work. We had a production facility down there, and I maybe spent a couple of months there, and wonderful music, and just so much to do.
Very
And
lively.
and the city is really has a whole new renaissance going on.
Yeah, we've
they-
never been. I'd love to go.
They have a full, what happened to it? I don't know, you just clicked on it. They have a full replica of the Parthenon there. That's it. Let me take it.
Wow.
It's Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
That's the Grand Ole Opry today. Jackson General.
Are they
Jackson,
on the Mississippi?
yeah.
So they must have riverboats and stuff. Oh,
No,
there's
they're
one
not-
now.
They're not on the Mississippi.
It's a big river. But I
Yeah.
don't know which one. One of the places we frequent was Broadway and Second Street, and there's just these taverns, after a tavern, and you go from tavern to tavern, get a beer and listen to some great music.
Oh, wow.
No cover charges. Everybody's working for free because they're trying to make it big, right? In Nashville.
That's
But-
really cool.
But I probably heard 13 to 15 different bands in one night.
Wow.
Here's a good rental
Gosh.
car.
There's a
Is that
rental.
a Thunderbird?
That's the Country Music Hall of Fame.
And it's the
Oh,
Capitol.
wow.
This is a Ryman. And there's a lot of old plantations around. And walking paths and parks and
If we go in summertime, they have beautiful fireflies. Fields just
Really?
Yeah, fields just full of them. And
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
I'm sure there's
no,
rights tours.
Belmont Marsh Mansion.
I'd love to see the old plantations too.
yeah, especially if they've reimagined them with the Black Lives Matter.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Civil rights movements.
And this is the hotel. Oh, they show us the bed. That's nice. Yeah, there it is. Okay,
All right. Thanks, Kip.
Wow.
it's amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing how those vectors worked out.
Like the way you figured it out too. That was great.
That was great. So I'm gonna stop the recording.